Three-man pops in, plugs the hole. So now our enemy is more near peer.
We have to adjust ourselves to that new reality.
Hey guys, Lev here from Agilite. Today we're here at the IMI Training Academy with who's hosting us, our good friend, one of the head instructors here, and we have over here from NSW. We're just going to be running some drills, doing a little bit of ATK training, running through and kind of talking about the differences between modern IDF tactics and you know, US, SF, NSW tactics.
התחלנו? רגע, אנחנו עושים... לב, אנחנו רוצים צמד.
Clear?
Can you kind of break that drill down? Talk about what happened over here?
Okay, yeah, so when we made entry, we had the first small room. There were no shoot targets here. We panned from deep in the room to clear this room. We made entry, and after we made entry, I had a better angle on this room. He had a better angle behind that barricade. So we switched threats, basically. We did a barrel nod, and basically what you do is you want to get that barrel nod up and be synchronized. When you come down, you want to make your movements to cover each other's plates as you take on those targets. From that point, this room was clear. We moved on to the next threat. He had a shoot target here. He already started shooting, so I stayed behind him, gave him the squeeze, telling him that I was ready to go. He made entry, and I was two-man.
Yeah, and there was obviously no need to move for someone to move to this side because you guys have already seen that side.
And he already had a shoot target.
And on the movement, when we switch our sides, we switch our threats, I saw that it's already blocked. I have nothing to do on the right side, have threat on the left side, have dead space on the left side, so that was my priority to move in.
Cool. Yep. You guys want to talk about kind of, in your opinion, the changes that the IDF is undergoing with modernization of their CQB tactics since the 7th of October and since the war in general?
I think the two biggest changes is loudness.
Yeah.
It's like staying on the threshold and saying, threshold left. I know, I'm over here. I don't have to tell that. Yeah. And asking, is my team with me? You're already in the threshold. Yeah. If you haven't checked before, it's too late anyway. So keep quiet. That's the first one, to do things in the time. So what does it mean? Does it mean it's mean that if I want to work that threshold, I had that squeeze, we did it quietly, I know that team with me, I'll work. Yeah. I don't have to recheck over here. If I had a gunfight, I will recheck. But if I didn't have the gunfight, I don't have to recheck over and over and over again. Yeah. Because that verbal waste gonna take from me the ability to work. Because we men, we cannot speak and work together. It's too much.
Yeah, it's true.
So I actually prefer to shoot and not to speak. Because I know.
That's the American way, right?
Yeah.
Shoot,
well,
don't
also
speak.
too, if you're speaking a lot, you don't know who's hearing it, who's not. You have all this noise happening. If you're just deliberate in your movements, everybody knows what you're doing simultaneously.
Because everyone's hyper-focused on each other's movements.
That's right.
Instead of waiting for them to tell them what they're going to do.
You can be all the way at the back of a hall and you can see what the one guy's doing, just knowing his movements. And that's where you don't want to fix, if you make mistakes, you want to fix it because now you're kind of messing up the communication.
And it really is like flow, right? Like, like so, it really does flow more than like old traditional IDF, like
way faster.
Stop at every corner, stop every,
Yeah, so another thing is my muzzle, my barrel over the threshold. So it's a problem. Once we believe that it's bad to shoot the threshold, and I try to push my muzzle over. Yeah. So I understand that it's pretty bad to shoot threshold. Yeah. But it's much worse to be shot. So I prefer to shoot the threshold than to be shot in my face.
Yeah. You also get exposed before you actually see what's behind
that's why I'm
that
going to
wall.
be shot. So I'm not. It's
and that's where the 1 meter rule comes in, basically.
Yeah. So how I can overcome through shooting threshold? Hyper. So I'm okay with that. So I have some debris and something in my eyes. I have the protection. Yeah. But that's not gonna protect me from AK rounds. I'm not gonna push my muzzle forward. I'll stay back. Yeah. So and the other problem when we're moving that snake movement. Yeah. There is only one muzzle working. All the other just muzzle up, waiting for number one to get killed
Yeah.
and take his place. So it's not efficient enough.
In the CQB we used to do, it almost feels like you're afraid of the room. Like you're afraid of spreading out and actually taking control of the room. And you're just kind of, you're moving through the room, you're sticking to the walls, you're going around.
The problem is psychological, because when you see movement in front of you, that's surprise and shock. So can you move closer? Because we can look at his eyes. Look at his eyes. Look. Have you seen that? He's close his eyes, because it's happening close to you. You have that surprise, and from here, you don't care, because you have enough space not to be that much surprised.
It doesn't register as a threat as it does when it's close to your face.
Yeah, because if I'm stuck to that threshold and someone moving in front of me, I'll get surprised. It doesn't matter how good I am, I will be surprised.
Yeah.
So when I'm taking a step back, I'll have more ability to deal with that, and I have more muscles with me. Because if I will engage from here, and I will be shot.
You got more workspace.
Yeah, I'll be
move
shot
back,
with
you can move
with
to the
my
left.
team, and not in the second room. And that way, if I have jam, I'll just move aside and someone will take my place.
Yeah, even if you fall forward, you're still not crossing the threshold.
Exactly.
So you think the IDF has definitely learned a lot from conflict in the last year plus?
Every fighting force learning. So we needed that to adjust ourselves to more modern warfare. So the terrorist learning, we cannot stay behind them.
Yeah.
So.
Well, that's right. So, and also if you think about, well, I don't want to get political, but all the stuff that was left behind in Afghanistan, right? So now our enemy is more near peer. So now you bring in that new tactic of the past state aiming and all the other stuff, because before we can run lasers like a rave.
Yeah.
You know, it didn't even matter because
No, they have
see
lasers
it.
and everything.
Yeah.
That's right. No, they would never see it. Now our peers or our enemy will
Night vision, body
have night
armor.
vision, everything else. Now we got to move to a new tactic.
Yeah.
Right. So it's always evolving.
At least they still haven't learned how to fly helicopters.
That's right.
Yeah. Would you say that, like, how long were you on the teams?
6 years.
From when to when, approximately?
So that was, well, 2007 to 2013.
So I feel like you probably experienced a huge shift in tactics and gear and everything in that period.
Yeah, a lot has changed.
Yeah.
So I kind of stayed involved in the community doing the firearms training with NSW. So you kind of just verbiage has changed. That ATAC system that everybody uses, that's completely new to me.
Yeah.
And so those new technologies and advances kind of changes your language.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of fundamentals that stay the same.
Yeah. I mean, and that's kind of what the IDF is undergoing.
Once we were adjusting ourselves to that single shooter. And so if I have that single shooter, I can push forward and take him. I don't really care about the whole territory. And now they have a body armor, they have piercing armor, they're working in teams, they learning, they training, they doing force on force.
They set up ambushes within houses.
I don't care much about that close corner that we were caring about earlier.
Yeah.
So now we see them taking 2 corners back.
Yeah.
So they fighting from the deep side of the rooms, from the another room, and they learned our way to fight. So we have to adjust ourselves to that new reality.
So run it, you and me?
Yep.
Hell yeah.
1 or 2.
I'll be 2.
Okay.
You do it however you want.
Clear? All clear.
All right. So, yeah, what did I fuck up there?
Bad place to stay in the threshold. That way you work only forward, you have a threat over here, and I have no way to help you. So if you already find yourself over here
Okay.
in that kill zone, just push forward, and then I have the ability to complete you. I don't really care if you move forward on left. I'll take
Yeah.
whatever you leave me.
I should have got to here and then just immediately.
Well, yeah, it's a possibility. The other possibility, you see someone trying to kill you, and you just push forward to him.
And let the person after me
Yeah,
take
I
the
don't
left.
really care if it's number 2. I'll complete whatever you do. I'll complete you. I'll find the way to fill that gap.
Well, one thing
Yeah.
I can critique myself on is you guys came in, you guys had this threat here. Once I came in, I had 2 threats here, and I dropped that shoot target, which to me, from this angle, is just a face, and I had the shoulder here. So I took this, and I rolled it, shot it, and then kind of just dropped this threat on you. So.
Yeah.
So I have no idea what's happened behind me. I seen that the close threat.
Yep.
I decided to deal with the first one, the close one. So I took him. I have no idea what's happened behind me.
The solution was supposed to look like this. That's it.
Yep, and move at the same time.
One, bang, bang, bang.
Because he's not able to do 2
Both
threats in the same time.
Yep.
One
Okay.
muzzle, 1 threat.
Yeah, so what I did, moving fast, I saw that head target, and as I got here, I saw that, and I just took this and rolled.
Yeah.
And then you took that.
And then we just completed that movement.
Yeah.
We fixed that on the
Fixed
fly.
it.
So let's switch up the order for the 3 of us and then take this room again with that in mind.
Go.
Usually on the teams, they just give them a new gun if they have a
That's right.
jam.
You just throw it away.
All right, that felt better.
So what should have been happen?
Yeah.
You stopped over here.
Yeah.
So over here you have 3 threads. 1,
Yeah.
2, and 3.
Yeah.
So
I just didn't feel like there was someone close enough with me.
you didn't let me to go in.
Okay.
So,
So
I
able to-
blocked the entrance for you, and then you couldn't help me move forward. So I stopped and didn't let you come support.
yeah. So you have to clear. You have to delete at least that one, and we will deal with the next one.
Yeah.
So I couldn't clear this because I couldn't drop my gun. You were in front of me here.
So I fucked up
couldn't-
the whole thing, basically.
I couldn't drop my gun, so
Yeah.
I waited.
Yeah.
And then me and you kind of moved past them at the same time, and I was able to drop this.
Well, damn. The truth hurts, you know?
Let's do it again.
Yeah.
This time just flow. As I told
Yeah.
you over there.
Yeah.
There is a bad place to stay.
In a threshold, yeah.
That's kill zone.
All right.
That's a kill zone, because if you stay over here, we cannot enter and cover you.
Let's do it again.
Let's do it again.
Clear.
Okay.
Much better. What could we do better?
Me move out of the way more. I just feel like because of like the 1 meter rule, when I come around this, if there's someone right there, I don't want to be right here in front of him. Like I'd like to be able to
The
kind of get more
problem
distance
over
on
here
him.
when you're standing here,
is I'm in a different kill zone.
I already see that threat. I cannot
Yeah.
shoot.
Yeah. So here I have to give up on that space and be more compact when I'm going in.
So in the teams, we like high ready. And
Okay.
just for this reason, being so close here, you
Yeah.
see I'm running through the house, so a lot high
Yeah.
ready. I can take the shot.
Yeah.
I don't need all that space.
Yeah. I mean, you could also say the same thing for low ready, right? You could take the shot like this.
Yeah,
Right? Like compress.
compress.
Yeah.
Compress. So
Yeah,
I'll
compressed.
I'll
Yeah,
choose.
low ready is this. And in that situation,
I
it's
know,
the worst
yeah.
you can do.
No, so I'm talking about compress. Yeah,
Yeah.
obviously, like I could just pin your muzzle down.
I prefer as number
Yeah.
2 to work compress low,
Yeah.
since I'm switching shoulders. Since I don't know which path you're gonna take,
Yeah.
so I have the ability to move
Yeah.
here or to move over here. So if I'm moving right and I working left, I'll keep my right shoulder. But if I have to complete you left and to cover forward, I'll just switch shoulders on the way. So that's giving me that opportunity. And when I have to cut that close edges, I'll just push back and I'll shoot from here.
So you're saying from here, if you know you're going around this corner, you would switch shoulders? No, that's if you're going
No,
there.
no.
Yeah,
if you're
when
going
I'm
there.
moving forward.
So if you're going here, you just come here around here like that.
Press.
I'm not gonna cut, I'm not gonna pie. I'll just move because I understand.
So that would be a more dynamic movement, not a deliberate movement.
Yeah, so So we need dynamic tools for dynamic entries. So if I'm already here, I need to use my dynamic tool. I just need to move, just clear space for you to work and to take that threat as fast as possible because he's gonna hear us anyway. So if I'm already in a bad position, I don't want him to start shooting. I want to suppress it as fast as I'm able to. So I'll just
One man,
flow it.
two man gives him space. Three man pops in, plugs the hole.
Very cool. All right, well, that was a lot of fun.
Yeah,
It was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice. Thank you so much for coming out.
absolutely.
And thanks as always. Bring it in. Thanks for everything you do. And it's always a pleasure training here with you.
I'm just having fun.
Yeah.
Hey, lunch in Tel Aviv. What's going on? Let's do it.
Yeah. Go out for a beer later?
Yeah, let's do it.
Cool.